I'm Matt Hoffman, and you're watching Rad.
Shut it! Hey, welcome to another episode of Rad. This week is so pumped full of action, we don't even know what's on the show.
That's why we'll be pulling this week's menu out of this hat.
So, for your viewing pleasure this week, we've got BMX and motocross action from the Alp Challenge in Innsbruck, Austria, and Marc will be showing you how to manual roll and nose wheelie. What a nice guy.
Apparently, Churchill will be taking you on a pea shooting experience.
That dude covers some weird stuff. We profile the talented Danny Wheeler. But first, we hang out with the big boys of BMX in Innsbruck, Austria. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
What's up with all the shouting?
Sorry, dude, you were getting on my nerves.
No, I'm getting ready.
Shut it! Oops, I did it again. I'm lost in space, washing my face. Oh, baby. Hey, dude, make sure you cut that out before you start this. All right. We're here at the Alp Challenge, Innsbruck, Austria, for motocross, BMX, skateboarding, vert, and street. Boys from all over the planet are here, and a lot of rad dudes from Brazil. And right now, Marc is charming worms somewhere in England. Dude, I offered to swap with you. Just too bad you weren't in the room when I offered. Let's go check it out. Woohoo! Saturday brought with it falling water from the sky, which threatened to ruin everything. But the BMX dudes still decided to go for the highest air. Good show, old chap. Marc. They started the bar at 7 feet, but Mr. Hoffman showed us it would have to get a lot higher before he had any trouble clearing it. Nine-foot seam to separating Marc. Dave Mira thought he needed to jettison some weight to clear. The chicks were stoked. John Parker came up a little short at 11 feet, and that left it up to the last two to battle it out. It was Hoffman versus Mira. The bar went up to 12 feet, and both Dave and Matt were just millimeters off on their first attempts. On Dave's second attempt, he was just a mushroom grip shy of the height. But it was Hoffman and his lack of brakes that helped him over the 12-foot bar to take the title of highest air. Sunday brought clearer skies and the promise of an amazing BMX vert final. It wasn't your average comp, it was a jam format where everyone just rode, and the judges decided who did best. The riders usually prefer this kind of laid-back approach, and it showed in their riding, as they treated us to some pretty insane stuff. When the dust had settled, the Brits had done jolly well. Simon Tabron getting third, and Jamie Bestwick got second. But it was that dude Hoffman who was invincible and cleaned up. Hoffman is on a search and destroy mission. If you want to see more nutcases that destroy terrain like Matt, check out all the motocross action from the Alp Challenge later on in the show. We now profile the boarding skills of
None other than Danny Wheeler.
Yeah, he's like 8'2", and he just looks so rad when he's in the air. Like usually, like tall guys look all dorky and lanky. Named me myself, especially with my stale fish.
What are we doing on the middle of this bridge?
Yeah, I don't know.
My name's Daniel Wheeler. I'm 23 years old and I'm a professional snowboarder. I started when I was 14 years old. I was taking skiing lessons with my mum and my sister, and I saw two guys that were pretty good snowboarding on the slope, and it just looked so much more fun, and I skated, so I just begged and begged until I was allowed to try it. When I snowboard, it doesn't matter what's going on. I don't think about anything else. When I'm snowboarding, it's just so consuming. There's no other things in my mind. It's just something that's so much fun that it can take your mind off anything. Nothing about snowboarding I'd like to change, just maybe sometimes some of the things that come along with it, like politics and stuff. When you get paid to do anything, it becomes, in a sense, it becomes a job. Most pressure is put on by the rider on themselves, because nobody likes to feel that they're not worthy or, deserving of what they get. Personally, I'm pretty lucky, and my sponsors are understanding and know that I'm going to try my best for them, whatever the circumstances. It'd be difficult for me to pick the most gratifying moment in particular, but I kind of felt and was told that it was just virtually impossible for a British rider to be really good, or be good and ride in Europe at a decent level. And I guess when I started to get coverage in like Onboard or French magazines, that was the kind of time when that started happening, that I felt like all the effort I'd put in started to pay off. I think the British guys now are doing really well, especially in the last couple of years they've come on. Like compared to Americans and Europeans who obviously just have better access to the mountains, but now like the British kids are realising there can be a future for some of them if they work hard enough. I think it's hard initially just to make the step out of England to say I'm not going to go to college or university, and then all you need to do is save some money. And a season in Europe can be really quite cheap, but you just have to make that step, decide that that's what you want, and just stick with it. You may be like 3-4 seasons before it really starts to come together, but all that time will be fun and it will benefit you so much. If I had to change one thing on the planet, I guess I'd just try and change something in the genetic makeup of people that would just kind of stop them being scared by things they don't know, and I think that's what leads to sort of hate and ignorance on any kind of subject, be it like race or culture differences,
It's about that time for Marc's Trick of the Week. From the manual roll to the nose wheelie.
I'll show you how to do both.
Dude, what are you doing? Quit running, man, and show him Trick of the Week, bro.
All right, I'll go get changed.
Chop, chop, boy, chop, chop.
Yeah, full leather. Yeah, high top, an actual pillow for a tongue. Yeah, wicked. Just a minute, mate. I'm ordering my shoes for the month, but due to the bad weather, all lines are down, and I've got to use my yoghurt pot and a piece of string, and the land of make-believe, of course. Yeah, how long is it going to be? 5 minutes? Ah, brilliant. Cheers, mate. See you later. The manual roll technique involves placing your back foot behind the truck bolts and putting weight down on the tail. Counteract the forces with a slight pressure on your front foot to help keep it on a central pivot. Your arms spread out more can help keep you balanced. The nose wheelie works in pretty much the same way. Front foot just past the truck bolts, pushing down to lift up the back wheels, counterbalancing with the back foot. You will find the pressure ratio a bit different to the manual roll. Just have a go and find out yourself. good way of practicing your balance technique is to see how far you can balance between parking bay lines down the car park. For the nose wheelie, you could try also turning them in circles. This is an old move called a G-turn, and they are very stylish down Venice Beach, particularly if you try to get one knee down on the board during turning, which is rocker than you'd think. Once you've mastered the technique, you can begin to try to ollie into them. Firstly, to practice on, find yourself a smooth pavement island. Usually all car parks seem to have them in varying sizes. Ollie just before the curb and aim the board to be landing in the manual position on the island. This isn't as easy as you'd think, and you will probably skid the tail a lot, wearing it down into a sharp point while learning this. Keep the manual locked in position, and as you reach the end of the island, de-weight your legs. As you drop off, readjust your weight to land back on all four wheels. The nose wheelie is a bit more difficult to ollie into. Firstly, ollie the board but over level it out so you land with your feet in the nose wheelie position on the front two wheels. This will take a bit of getting used to, so just try it out. Nose wheelie merrily along the island, and when you reach the end, you want to get off without clunking your back wheels. Achieve this by giving the nose a little extra pressure just before the end, while de-weighting yourself straight after. This should give the board the right momentum it needs for the back wheels to clear the curve. Once you have mastered these, there are a million different variations going all different ways. Manual rolls shove it out, kick flip out, switch nose wheelies, etc., and they can be transferred all over the shop. People tend to neglect balance tricks in favour of glory flipping the local 10 stairs, but they're probably one of the most skillful and difficult areas of skateboarding and take a lot of patience and perseverance. Check out Day One Song and Rodney Mullen for ridiculous variations of the trick. I would say more, but my new shoes are here and I'm really excited to see them. Hot dog, it's the new Jamie Theakston Pro shoe. Now I can be a proper presenter. Wow, look at those nice clean lines.
We now venture back to the heart of Innsbruck, Austria.
For all the motocross highlights. Yeah, just like the fuse, mate, it's ready to go, yeah?
All right, mate, yeah, lovely, yeah. Ah! Oh, dude, ah, come on, ah, oh, it really hurts, man. The last event of the weekend was the freestyle motocross. And being close up to these guys when they're flying 30 or 40 feet makes Evel Knievel look like a right wuss. It certainly isn't for the faint-hearted. These guys go big, and I mean with a capital B-I-J. I mean G. It's mullet time, kid. Wow, that's a mullet. Now, after doing pleasure, we'll have Mike Metzger annihilate the sport. He's doing transfers you're not supposed to be doing. Mike Jones wanted me to throw a special shout out to that rad viewer, Matt Rudy. Matt, this is from Mike Jones to you. Mike Jones, busted that trick out for you. The rest of Mike Jones' run is for the rest of the rad viewers. After Mike Jones flew his last jump blindfolded to confirm his victory, they all gathered for a final air show, a bit like your red arrows. Look out for the skating from the Alp Challenge in a later episode of Rad. Laters, dudes!
There's a top new snowboarding movie coming out in October this year.
Yeah, and if this trailer is anything to go by, you're definitely gonna want to get your hands on a copy of this puppy. It's got like gnarly explosions, just go poof, 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 poof. Sorry. Next up.
Churchill takes us pea shooting somewhere in England. This is Churchill reporting for Rad. I'm here as Rad's man on the spot, bringing you the news as it happens. We're here in the sleepy town of Witcham, Cambridgeshire, to witness history in the making. Here on this village green, competitors from as far away as New Zealand and America will be competing today in the World Pea Shooting Championships. Pea shooting? And what's Christian doing? Surfing in Hawaii, I suppose. Yeah, Mark, you go pea shooting whilst Christian sneaks off without you knowing and goes surfing in Hawaii. Don't know? Shrug your shoulders, that's it.
We used to have a school in Witcham. The old headmaster caught some old boys shooting peas at each other, and they were building the village hall at the time. We needed some money to fund it, and he came up with this idea to start the World Pea Shooting Championships to make money for the village hall.
Pea shooting originated from a... See who that was?
The rules for pea shooting are You shoot from 12 feet at a target approximately 12 inches in diameter. They must use the ones which we provide at an extortionate price of 20 pence a bag. And the pea shooters mustn't be more than 12 inches long.
Do you think anyone can do the sport?
Yeah, anyone. From 4 to, well, whenever age.
You need a good eye.
What eye do you usually use?
Normally my left one.
Ah, lefty. Does that give you any advantage?
I think not.
This young lady under a lot of pressure right now. She's actually using the Alachilov technique, which is developed in Russia. And a lot of people use that technique. I'm here with father and son team, David and George. Could you tell us a bit about your pea shooters?
Right, it's a conventional pea shooter for the first part of it, but what we've done is we've added a laser pointer on it so that we can mark the target, and also a little mechanical sight as well, because sometimes when it gets a bit sunny you can't actually see the laser, so we have both sights to make sure.
And you won the World Championships without a lasered sight?
Yeah, a couple of years back.
So you're a pure purist?
Yeah, a bit of a traditionalist. Well, yeah, just don't really think they're that good.
It is a bit dangerous, especially it can blind people, and just in case you do point them in your eyes.
It used to be that you paid your entry fee and they gave you a basic pea shooter, so you can just come on the day and enter and possibly win it. And that's actually happened.
If you've got the best equipment, you've still got to be the best shooter.
I'm just consulting the Menacing Bible for a few hints and tips on pea shooting, and it really is quite good. Oh, Walter, you must have felt that one, mate. Oh.
They're just starting a championship in New York, and there's also a twin to this in Bury St Edmunds.
Now that we've lost the World Cup, the Football World Cup, I don't see any reason why pea shooting couldn't take its place.
What should we get at, kid? Is there ever any pea shooting accidents or fatalities?
Not that I've heard of. A few people get a bit excited now and then and perhaps trip over, but apart from that...
Thinking at the moment about applying for Olympic status, I think there's probably 4 or 5 people in this village who could represent the country at the next Olympics if we get it.
What would you say to people that think you're mad?
I don't know, David, what would you say?
Just a laugh, really.
It's good fun, and we're not mad.
People don't think I'm mad, just think I'm a loser.
It's British, it's traditional, and it'll never die.
Well, that's it. Another year and another pea shooting World Championships over. I hope you've enjoyed the intense action of today, and I'll see you next week. This is Churchill signing off. Now we've ratted up your day.
We're gonna rat it up even more.
We've got 2 tickets to the Urban Games and this GT BMX. Not half of it, not quarter of it, but the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like having Christmas right in the middle of summer, man. So, Mark, what do I gotta do to win this puppy?
All the viewers have to do is draw a picture of themselves getting a huge air on vert.
All right, and I'll be choosing the winner.
We'll be choosing the winner. Cheat.
All right. Send your creative designs to
Rad, I need a BMX comp.
P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW.
That's Rad, I need a BMX comp.
P.O. Box 2075 London, W1A 5SW.
All entries have to be in by 4th of August.
Good luck. You can also check out the website and wade through other rad stuff. We'll see y'all next week. Woohoo!
Wade through the website.
Wade through the website, kill the north winds blow, south winds. Let me ride the bike, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on.